now heading for the car, and then tomorrow it's Mexico.
Hey, Dracilla! Come on.
This is it. I'm moving permanently with 2 kids.
Look who's back in town.
You're so cute.
Emma?
Leaving a secure life is a little crazy.
With the love of my life.
Do you think he'll approve of us?
I think he would approve of us.
I'm just worried about our safety. People in Mexico are still homophobic. Oh, good.
Jihoon does.
I see they taking photo. A lot of jealous.
You are again moving in here with Jenny.
I need to see the paperwork. I mean, until I see that paperwork that you were actually getting a divorce, I'm gonna be very worried.
I'm American. I have my own culture. When you're with your people, you do what your people do. Get the hand out of my face.
I can't live in a place that has no bathroom and no kitchen.
Listen to me, shut up.
I'm not staying here. I told you that.
I'm done.
I'm Yazan. I'm 24 years old. واحد في اخوتي الخمسه، انا المولود الاول. وعندنا احنا اهم شيء يعني شغله مهمه اللي هي العائله. تعرفت عليها قبل 5 اشهر. And she's living in Florida. هو الاسهل هي اللي تجيني مش انا اروح لها. اللي هي العادات والتقاليد اللي عندنا هون. يعني اكثر النسوان هون بتحب تضلها في البيت، تهتم في المنزل وكل اتكالها على جوزها. بريتني العكس، بريتني من النوعية من إنسانة بتحب العمل. أنا بالعكس متوقع إنه هي حتنبسط على الموضوع هذا.
And I'm from Palm Beach, Florida. I'm adventurous, I'm funny, I'm a girly girl, I'm a Barbie, I'm like a 7-layer cake. I respect people's advice, but I'm pretty much gonna do what I wanna do, and I do a lot of different things. I stay fresh, I stay clean to the death of me. It's my sauce, I can't give ass the recipe. A-Rap money, cause my man need from the Middle East. I need access to them accounts, open sesame. You can cut these potatoes.
Oh, I don't want to cut potatoes.
Well, you shouldn't have came. My parents separated when I was a baby, and I was raised by a single dad. He's spoiled. When I was 17, I got into the wrong relationship with my first love. That were a little bit more settled. Like, you have to be 45 and older to even talk with me. And I dated all these wealthy guys, but even though I was living the high life, deep down inside, I was really lonely. And then I met Yazan, also Muslim, and he lives in Amman, Jordan. He recently graduated from college, fish market store. He doesn't have billions or millions of dollars, but my sister actually lived upstairs for my sister. She would video call her family back in Jordan every day. Floor dropped. We were so attracted to each other at the first moment we laid eyes on each other, and very protective. After about 4 weeks, Yazan actually sent me money to get a plane ticket to come see him. And I was like, yes. So I decided I was gonna move. I'm happy. I really haven't told anyone I'm moving to Jordan. I have a trip coming up to Jordan, and I might stay there. Like, our plan is for us to live together in Jordan. Wednesday.
And so now you're telling me you're gonna be gone for good in a week. Sorry.
My dad doesn't always know how to deal with emotional situations. He is smiling. I didn't really want anybody to try to, like, influence my decision.
And I'm all the way in America, and I can't do anything about it right away. You're making such a shock. Have you thought about that?
It is definitely a shock.
Things like the hijab. What if he said you got to start wearing this all the time?
Nobody really listens to women there.
I'm really concerned with you going there because there's so many unknowns there that could go wrong.
Going to be with Yazin and Jordan is a super big sacrifice for me. But I love Yazan and I want to be with him, and I know that this is something that I really want to do. He's where my heart is. I'm just nervous.
Soon to be 62.
Good morning, Mom.
Good morning.
Good morning.
For 5 months, I've been living with my daughter and sleeping on her couch. You guys want some cereal?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Because I literally gave up my whole life to move to India to be with Sumit. Who starts over again at my age? Nobody. And I didn't really want to talk about it, but he actually didn't tell me who he really was exactly. A handsome 25-year-old man from London, England. When I found out that he was actually Sumit from India, I decided to go ahead and fly to India and meet Sumit in person. And it was great. But we loved each other so much that we just continued our online relationship, family that we were together. And we could be married, so I gave up basically everything. I took out my... Here we go. You're going back to India. Yay, so excited. Here you are. I was so happy to be with Sumit. I mean, I feel like I'm your mistress or your little sidekick or something. Like.
No, it's not like that. Who said that? And what makes you think like that? You're
Because you're hiding me. Because you're hiding me from everybody. To keep up with the lies and to keep his family happy. You don't even know how long you're going to be gone for?
I'll try to come back as soon as possible.
There was a knock on my door. I opened it, and there was a man standing there with Sumit. And he said, "Hello, Jenny, how are you?" I'm Sumit's wife's father. And I was like, this is wild. Like, what? I mean, what? The rest of his family showed up, including his wife. They took Sumit. If you really want to be with me, you really want us to be together, please take care of all the things. Everything you need to take care of, please take care of everything. Don't just... My heart is going to be totally ripped out of my chest. Love you, Sarah.
Love you too. Just be happy.
But I still love Sumit, and I forgave him. He never wanted to be with his wife in the first place. It wasn't his choice. Sumit is filing for his divorce. He's proven to me that he wants to be with me. I am the one he loves. It's nice to be back with my daughters again.
Nobody's giving up. Let's go, guys, let's go.
I feel great. I need to get back in shape and have a much younger man to keep up with. So you're thinking about going back to India?
Honestly, I am going back.
So what's happening with the wife? Is she still living there?
Oh, no. She's not around. They're not living together anymore, and they haven't been months, maybe even 6 months, but his lawyers are working to make it happen quicker. Sumit filing for his divorce is all... No, not
Have you
at
seen the paperwork?
Not yet. He doesn't even have paperwork himself. He has to get it from his lawyer.
For us to 100% trust him. If the lying continues,
we're done.
We're done. We just can't continue to support something. Seriously,
No more bull. I think he's done lying. I hope so. At least he better be. If Sumit's not being truthful about his ability to get a divorce, and if it doesn't work this time, that'll destroy me.
I desperately did not want a boyfriend at the time that I met Binyam.
In Mexico, they're not as progressive down there.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure you got it.
With all the product in my hair, you know it will go up quick. I'm Kenneth. I'm a father. My son Bryson is 26. My triplet daughters, Taylor. Cassidy and Madison are 23. They've all moved out, except for Madison in my life. I was born and raised in Toledo, Ohio. I had a very happy, normal childhood. I left Toledo because I knew there was things happening within me. Couldn't put my finger on everything, but I knew I was different. And one night, I got ready, went to a gay club, and even though I felt relief in my heart, I still had my family to come clean. My dad was a head football coach for 40 years, and I wrote an 8-page. I said, "Don't worry about it, you're fine." They didn't have any problem with it. Back in the 80s and early 90s, gay men weren't having children. Offered to have a child for me. So we had to fake being married, and no, I didn't tap that. It was all medical. With that, I had Bryson, tried one more time, and bam. It was very challenging at times, but I wouldn't change a minute of it. The whole time of raising my children, I had 2 different long-term relationships, but they didn't last. And I thought I had my life set, but to be with the love of my life. Armando is 31, beautiful smile, beautiful eyes, his body is great. We met on a social media page. We just became fast friends. I was going to a wedding in California, so we met up in Mexico. He told me that he could see himself with me, and I had reservations because I was 26 years older than him. I never thought I would move to another country or do anything like that, but I'm ready to go to be with Armando, to be with my love. Ready for this? Just a couple months ago, I moved into an apartment with Madison and Cooper because I'm selling my house because I need the funds to get a new loan. Eventually, I'm going to have to start working like within 6 months. For the first few months, I'll be supporting our family, Armando and Hannah, and I have no problem with that. Do you roll with the flow and get used to things?
They're not as progressive with the LGBTQ plus community down there. Doesn't accept as easily as we accept here. That's something to be thinking about. It truly is. Will he be able to? Because if there are those haters, I don't know what they would do. All right.
The plan is I'm moving to Ethiopia for us to live there.
Wow.
Proof that you're getting a divorce. I need to know that we're going to get married.
Did you have trouble getting from upstairs to down here this morning?
Yeah, it's a long commute. My name is Ariella. I'm 28 years old, and I'm from Princeton, New Jersey.
Did you find your replacements yet?
You know, I talked to a couple of practice.
I realize that they can't be you, but make sure they're good.
I hope they're better than me. When I was 17, I went on vacation with my mother to Argentina. I fell in love with the country, and I decided I wanted to live there and learn Spanish. And then I refused to come home. Leandro quickly became my best friend, and I wanted to move back to the U.S. And I thought the best way to do that was to marry him and take him with me. So we got married 6 months later. And I definitely rushed into a responsibility that I wasn't ready for. Last year, we agreed to get a divorce. I saw that the ticket to Ethiopia was very cheap, so I said, why not? I was waiting for time.
No one's going to come knocking on our front door, right?
Nobody, yeah, baby, nobody was gonna come.
Here,